After a series of St. Louis City Jail breakouts, News 4 continues to question those in charge. Members of the Board of Aldermen toured the Downtown Justice Center. They're expected to tour the medium security workhouse next week. Officials admit to News 4 there are major problems with the building's design. Those issues haven't been discovered until now. They also say there are some cells that are not in condition to hold any inmates at the moment. And that is something that has to be fixed to keep inmates inside and off the streets.
You guys have to restore the public's confidence in keeping some of these inmates inside where they belong?
Oh, I think the public absolutely has an expectation that when people are incarcerated, they stay there. And that's what we've been working on, is making sure that the corrections officers do the job that they're supposed to.
News 4's Brian Feldman talked to one of the aldermen who took the tour today, Antonio French. He told Brian they know they have a lot of work to do in the future.
It's part of our responsibility to investigate the situation at the city jails. It's been disturbing, these escapes, and hopefully the city can repair the situation so we don't have it in the future.
Is it accurate to say you need to restore the public's confidence?
Well, I think after 4 escapes, the public is rightfully frustrated. The chief responsibility of the Division of Corrections is to keep guys who are either awaiting charges or have done bad things inside the walls. And when that breaks down, it's our responsibility to investigate and to see what happened.
Is it accurate that there were some cells in there that weren't even being used because they weren't ripe to hold inmates inside them?
That's one of the things we learned today, that there are some cells that are out of commission. A lot of that has been blamed on some design issues of the facility, but regardless of what was the reason or the cause, we've got to get those cells back online, and we've got to make sure that the people who are in the facility stay in the facility, and while they're in there, they're there in the humane conditions.
What's the next step?
The next step is to actually probably tour the second facility. We've made some information requests as administration. Hopefully, we will get that information in a timely manner, and then we can continue our investigation.
I also talked to the city's operations director, Sam Dodson. He tells me the Commissioner of Corrections, Gene Stubblefield, is on forced leave. But right now, there are no allegations whatsoever of any wrongdoing on his part. Reporting live downtown, Brian Feldman, News 4.
Brian, 2 weeks ago, we found out the Corrections Department spent $2 million in overtime. Any word if they'll hire more officers there?
Well, Andre, those jobs were supposed to have been filled months ago. That's what I was told today, and there's a lot of frustration on everybody's part that those jobs have not been filled. But just like in the past, they are hopeful they will be filled in the near future. Guys.
Thank you, Brian.